everyone, my name is Michael K and this is my submission video for Village and the 66 mushrooms. And we are going to play the all mushrooms category here. We did have a little story cutscene at the beginning, we skipped that, luckily we can do that. And in the all mushroom category, obviously we are going to collect a lot of mushrooms. There are 66 in this game, the title might have given that away. But yeah, we do have a few ways to move around in this game. First, we can just walk. We do have a jump and a double jump with a small little glide on our broom. And we also are having a few weapons, like the daggers that will extend our jump slightly. And we will later on get two more weapons that do allow us to move around a bit. But for now, daggers is the only one that we have. We also have a backdash that is kind of like a dodge. It allows us to avoid enemies that we go through. And yeah, that's it for now. For now, we do need to just continue on. Interestingly, there was a mushroom that we had to skip in that beginning area. That is technically doable at this point, but because the way the game handles switching of blocks and things like that, we are actually not in an area where that is available at the beginning, even though it's modeled to be the exact same. We do need a bit of money early on, so I'm killing a few enemies here. Each of these gives a few gold coins. We do need 100 gold coins in a moment. But yeah, for now we are just traveling through everything here. Two daggers to do some damage and the skies. We can drop through that slot. The game intends that way to be like the way back up, but the way it's done is that it's like a half tile that you can jump through, and we can drop through half tiles. And now getting up to slate by double jumping perfectly and then using a dagger at the top, we gain just a tiny bit more height that will allow us to get up there. We do have this small little mushroom up here. That mushroom was previously blocked inside a block, and underwater it's now that block is gone, as we cannot anymore use the sword or anything else that can break blocks underwater. And here's the slime. He's getting big. Every time we hit the slime, he increases his size a bit. And we are using size as size can be used a lot faster than anything but dagger does very little damage to most things, so we often don't use it. And yeah, we also unlocked the ability to heal there. The ability to heal is kinda secret inside the menu, and I probably didn't need money here, but it's fine. We can buy the bottle now perfectly. We don't need the bottle like right now, but my PC for some reason has a few issues at times to playing back this game. So I like when I'm not buying the bottle, that text box there is causing some issues. We do collect that mushroom down in the lava right now, as the next time we would come here and would be able to just walk through lava, that would actually cause a cutscene. So we just don't want that. Cutscene's bad, cutscene take time. But yeah. We now have the bow. The bow is allowing us to grab onto these ice things. And now for a little trick. By backdashing into these smaller areas, we are extending our hitbox just enough into the wall to grab the mushroom right now. We would otherwise have to go back to that area, which is not really on the way, and we don't want to do that. We had to dip here into the water. We did buy the water earlier, and now that bottle is filled with water. And we also did collect a sapling down in the lava area. We are now planting the sapling and putting a bit of water on it. And obviously this sapling is instantly going to grow into a gigantic tree the moment we change areas. And one more mushroom, and we are into the next boss fight. These are dwarves. There are 7 of them. They are very annoying and at times really hard to hit. If you take too long at beating all of them, there will be some that reanimate. And like I said, they are at times really annoying to hit. But once you have them all down, they are all just 3 hits and hope you don't miss. Activating the platforms here. In any percent you would not activate the platforms, but for all mushrooms and 100% you need some platforms moving to reach one of the mushrooms in that room. You don't need it for anything else. Everything else could be done without the platforms activated. Just one mushroom in that room. Also, in 100%, there's an item where you have to go around the entire world as cat, and without the platforms moving, you wouldn't be able to get through this room as only being a cat. Also, we are a cat. Cat smaller, also really broken. This is all mushrooms, so we are not actually abusing the cat as much as we can in any percent, but it's still abused. And we just had to jump from stone to stone there to create a mushroom. So now again, if we jump perfectly and use a dagger in mid-air, we can gain a bit more height. Here we are now grabbing a mushroom in the darkness. And we need to turn into cat because for some reason, while it's dark, the witch herself cannot drop through that floor. Only the cat can drop through that floor. And the cat being able to drop through stuff, even if there's no drop floor, yeah, that's actually pretty broken. So, we now want to grab that book. Either we can kill this enemy or the backdash through. Killing this enemy is safer and doesn't cost money in case we get hit. And hopefully we are able to... Yeah. So, usually that block respawns much too quick to get out of there. But it's possible. And by the way, cat is broken. If you drop through the floor with the cat at the right corner of a room, we just teleport to the maximum on the left side. No reason at all. It just happens. And now we can get through here, grab a few mushrooms. We cannot get the last mushroom in here right now. That's after this item. And this was a reroute that I did like before this run. I did decide to go ahead and get 2 mushrooms at the top before the hammer, and then come back for the last mushroom with the hammer, as that seemed a bit more optimal. And we can get back in here with the cat, skipping like a small puzzle to unlock the door. Grab that last mushroom in here and moving on to the boss. So we now have hammer, so we can smash down this switch. And we now want to have these little moving targets, no whites and rose red. We have to hit them with our bow and arrow. And oh, I should have jumped here. But yeah, if I would have jumped to it, the second target, a bit earlier, it would have been so happens that I would be able to get to skip that ice block sequence. And now we just have one more mushroom up here. This mushroom, I'm always getting it. I never once not got it. Except in casual, I guess. And by the way, did I talk about the cat being broken? Wards are just a suggestion in this game as long as you have a cat. So down here we have a mushroom and a blue orb. We are supposed to get an item much later, but it's very useful to have it right now, just because we are already here. Also because it gives poison resistance. And yeah, we can use the hammer to scale upwards just slightly. Oh, that's right. We have this small mushroom up here. You can do this without the cat bomb jump, and it's much harder, but come on, come follow me. So we need to grab this cat, bring him onto the switch for us, and then we can go on. We need to open this, hit the switch so that we are able to get in here. So we now need to, or rather, we don't need to, but it's very useful to clear out this room fully of enemies, because in this room there's a mushroom that we get by scaling through it from beginning to end on 4 hearts. Well, poison resistance helps a lot by that, but even more so what we want is the enemies to be dead so that we can just avoid having to deal with them while getting through here. And now some annoying enemies. These eye lasers, if you try to just jump to them, doesn't work, and wrong input, and even more wrong, and stuff goes bad. Let's spread up here. And yeah, let's get this one notch up here into the pot. We take this pot, not for anything specific, just because it's or rather, we want this pot to be able to warp back here a lot later on. This one mushroom here, we don't even need to back dash to. It's close enough to the side that we can just collect it. One mushroom up here. And now we need to bring the cat onto the switch. This activates the door. The purple cloud at the door indicates the boss. And that boss is the boss. But before we drop into there, we can get us that mushroom upstairs that we would otherwise have to get after the boss. So, for this boss, utilizing a combination of daggers, skies, and obviously the sword is having us getting through it. And we do have yet another mushroom over here. We're also getting another upgrade over here. We did get an upgrade a lot earlier in the lava area, and we can now use these upgrades and in our menu and upgrade our skies. We use the skies mostly for attacking, so having that as our upgraded one is basically the best. And here we now use the cat down to get down here. One thing I need to look out here for is to not actually get myself drop myself to the floor too close to the right edge on the above the lamp, because if I would get it there, I'm teleporting to the left side of the screen. And here we can now cheat the game a bit with the cat. So what we are doing here, we need to jump from tether piece to tether piece without touching the ground. The cat doesn't count as touching the ground. So very easy. Also, we need to open this floor space down here. We do need that ring. That ring is important to get one item. That is important to get a mushroom. So important. Here we now got an item for having the blue orb. You just need to have the blue orb, stand on the pedestal and press up, and you get the mushroom. And getting very unlucky with the damage right there. We are 0 up, damage up, and it's technically very unlikely to still not die to 1. Using the cat to jump up here because the cat is smaller and can fit through more enemies. And now cat more scarab here. Similar to the ring, needed to get an item that is needed to get a mushroom. We are now doing backwards here through this beginning area. This is the mushroom that we could not do the first time we were in the area. I don't know why, but or rather, I know why. It's because of, as I said at the beginning, the area you spawn in at the very beginning of the game is different to the one that is you spawn in every time afterwards, after you destroyed the first crystal switch. Uncutting there just a bit early. And here we now have the frog again. He gave us a bottle earlier. We used the bottle to bring him some water. He gives us a key for that. That key is needed again to get to an item that we need to get an item that we need to get a mushroom. A bit more mushroom collection here. And now again, don't touch the floor from one side of the map to the other. Collect the mushroom and teleport. We first teleport to Alice and Nikki up here. We grab the potion. The potion is just like safety. If we would die, we will get revived. So another one of the platforming puzzles. And now we need to get do a little catwalk. We walk as cat from this cat through a bit of the game and get a mushroom for that. This is not as long as the strips as we would need for 100%, but still a cat strip, and I like cats, so I don't have any issues with this. And yeah, some minor thing there is that while we are in the cat attacking pose, we are invulnerable, can just jump through an enemy. Very simple. Next up, we are going to get to that area where we need to where we get the item to get the mushroom. But for that we need that skull that we got in Alice Attic to unlock it there first. But now let's do this jump. Okay, we need to fall without landing from this platform up here down to the bottom. Why did that work? I guess I clipped the wall. This game, similar to like Mario games, has a wall clip where you suddenly stand inside a wall. And yeah, it's very annoying in general. So let's offer up the skull to this pedestal here. We get this blue beard, I think he's called blue beard, yeah. I just call him Flying Hat because yeah, we are just kind of face tanking him. We are not using our skies on him, as the skies actually does very little damage to him. Meanwhile the sword does full damage, and hey, that's good. And here we use now the Ankh, that's the Flanger dropped the ring and the scarab to turn the frog into the Frog Prince. We get his red orb, which gives us lava resistance. If we would now go back to the lava area, we could get an item for that, but that item is not a mushroom, so I don't really care. Also, did you know that the Frog Prince has a mech? Like, why not? He now gives us another orb, this time the green one. This gives us defense up. I really don't care about the defense part, but it's useful for the final boss, really. But yeah, the important part is that we have the green orb, because it having the green orb gives us a mushroom in a bit. Like this pedestal we get for the red orb, and now we climb up here for the green orb one. Green orb, and that's it. 63 mushrooms. But wait, aren't we supposed to go 66? All the other 3 are in the end sequence of the game. So we now go into the final area. This is like some poisonous area. So first of all, we smash this jellyfish up here. Totally not a Metroid. Like, at all. Like, these just damage you, they don't suck you out or anything. Okay, messed up this jump a few times. So we get up here, 65 mushrooms, the last one is right before the final boss, so let's get there. Small little obstacle course, I guess. now need to arrow the names of these guys. That gives us a last mushroom. Let's just save in case something happens. I don't want something to happen. And I should be fine. Like, this boss isn't... It can get dangerous, but it generally is not. And yeah. Definitely Gruntilda. We use the hammer to smash through her barrier. And now, ideally I get some Sky's hammer smash onto her, which gets us through the first phase in just one cycle. Yay! So, she now stole our magic hat. We are now just normal Gretel. By the way, we are playing Gretel. I also skipped a part in her story when I was young where she found a magic hat that gave her magic powers. But whatever. So yeah, we now can collect our magic hat again. Here, just because we were getting low. Get through the fight relatively quickly and I still need to figure out how to do the most damage to this place. But we got through this one quickly. The fourth phase of this boss is something that might become somewhat familiar. Hey, we see an X. Here because otherwise we are getting that, and yeah, we got gone through. There's one more phase of this boss fight, and our dear little Gruntilda kinda increased her size a bit. Ideally you get this in a 2 cycle. I seem to be getting a slow 1 cycle, slow 2 cycles. The fast 2 cycles obviously that I actually hit the first 3 hits and don't miss one of them. But still 2 cycles. Yeah, we saved the brother. Oh no. Oh hey, Frog Prince with the mech suit. So yeah. Well, that's it. And I do hope you did enjoy this run. I find this game pretty interesting overall. It's kinda cool how glitches is. I don't really understand why it's slightly lagging on my PC, but it's usually pretty good with the performance still. And yeah. Let's get that last bit of story here.
こうして悪い魔女は倒され、兄弟は再会しました。二人は仲良く家に帰り、幸せに暮らしました。カエルの王子様は助けたらプンチャルと一緒にお城へ帰っていきました。おしまい。